Hi, so my name is Lorna Juma, and I am a Kenyan woman. I describe myself as very resilient, hardworking, as that's how I describe every Kenyan woman there is. I am very passionate about working with young people, most importantly, micro entrepreneurs and sustainable development. This is because, as much as um, most people right now focus on big corporations to really tackle the issue of climate change. I think that if we start small with these micro businesses, because at the very end we expect them to grow into these large corporations. So if we still instill an eco culture in them, then they grow with that, even as they scale operations into a large organization. And so that is something that I'm very passionate about. It's something that I have pursued for about 6 years now. For example, if um, if I can call her Nyambura, for example, has a restaurant, and instead of using charcoal, for example, as a micro entrepreneur, you can introduce her to more sustainable fuels that save energy, are environment friendly. And so that is something that as she scales her business, that is something that she's already invested in, and she doesn't think of any other alternative. So that is just an example of a number of the entrepreneurs that I've worked with. And I can really see this project making a difference because most of the time, banking institutions, even when they're offering loans to micro entrepreneurs, the aspect of environment is not really covered. Um, for example, so what they do is you're given the money, you're thinking about the cheapest way, you know, of production, but you're not really thinking about the environment. So I feel like by partnering with these financial institutions and really educating the micro entrepreneur, this can really bring a big change. And so that is something that I have focused on, and through a number of partners, we have started seeing change, especially in the rural areas. So that is something that I'm looking to explore and bring and change in my small way of contributing. So my advice to any Kenyan woman who may be feeling vulnerable at this time, or just maybe you feel like you've lost hope, um, I tend to think that women work together, work better in collectives or in teams. I'll give an example of the trainings that I have done to women groups, and you can have a group that has men and women, and when the women meet and they come together in terms of savings, they are better than men. In terms of just bringing ideas together to achieve a certain goal, they tend to perform better than men from my experience. So what I will say is, don't feel like you're alone. You can reach out to a fellow woman next to you. You can, think of an idea, even just with the situation around, even just by sharing your problem, you can be able to find a solution in that. That is something that has really helped me a lot, just having that, even that support system of other women around. So that would be my advice. And then another thing is, women tend to be very resilient. I am a young mother. I'm very new to motherhood. I was very scared. I didn't even think that I could do it. And that is why I would say women are very resilient. You find this courage in you. So what I would say is, just take the first step and continue. It's the hardest, but just wake up in the morning. As something as simple as even making your bed makes a big difference. So yeah, just start by taking the first step. So a Kenyan woman is just thinking about my mom and my grandmother and my aunties and just the women around me. they're the most hardworking people that I know, and I get a lot of my inspiration from them. I have grown up in a household of women entrepreneurs, um, and so they believe in the hustle and just going out and being financially stable. They have a mind of their own. So when I think about a Kenyan woman, I think about them. And so the first thing I would say is just, honestly, it's the hard work. That is how I would describe a Kenyan woman. Because even during these times of Corona, when with all the change, you will find a woman thriving and just finding a way to adapt to that, for the sake of her children, for the sake of her family, just finding new innovative ways to have a source of income.